battery went out. So what I was saying before the battery went out was you have a lot of people, they claim to have faith, right? They claim that they have faith in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but when you look at them, they're showing no works. You'll see Jake come up and talking about, man, I got faith, man. My faith strong. But then he ain't got no hair on his face. He ain't got no beard. He didn't shave his mustache and his beard off. You know, got his eyebrows arched. But he got faith, man. That's one of the works, man. Keeping a beard on your face, one of the simple works, man. They say they have faith, man, but they ain't got no works, man. This is James 2:17. Even so, faith, if it have no works, is dead, being alone. So if you ain't got you got faith and you ain't got no works, if you ain't trying to obey the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, but you say you got faith, hey, it's dead, man. It says, even so, faith, if it have no works, it is dead, man. So if you're going to have faith, man, you got to have works to back it up. You got to have these works to back it up, man. Galatians 2:16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith in Yahushua Mashiach. Even we have believed in Yahushua Mashiach that we might be justified by the faith of a Mashiach and not by the works of the law. So we justified by that faith in Yahushua and not by that work of the law. Because if it went by the law, we all be dead, because the law is the laws are punishable unto death, man. And people not getting punished and put to death on the spot for being sodomites. They're not getting put to death for being adulterous, right? It says, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified, man. So by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. So if you one of them, these people, just like the IUIC that constantly claim the law, thinking they're going to get saved by the law, you're not going to get saved. The scriptures just plainly tell you right there in Galatians, the 2nd chapter, 16th verse, you're not going to be saved just by you're not going to be justified and made righteous. You have to have that faith and them works to be considered made perfect and considered righteous, man. That's how you try to live perfectly, but nobody's all the way perfect, right? But you're trying to live as such, you know. That's in Matthew 5:48. Be ye perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Right? We know He perfect, so it said you be perfect. So we just striving to basically do our best, man. We're having that faith. We're striving to obey these laws, statutes, commandments. Trying to be perfect, man. You know. Back in James 2:18, yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. So we're going to show you our faith by our works. When you see a man of GMS, if he can, he'll have a beard on his face, right? He ain't going to really, he's not going to try to have a real flashy garment, because he know these are we wearing these sackcloth garments, right? So basically, you can't talk about faith without talking about law, statutes, and commandments. They go vice versa. But of the three, faith is that triumphs all, man. The elect gonna maintain, you know, this well-needed faith, man, because you're gonna need it in the time that's coming. Martial law is coming. That sedition among men is coming. You know, where it's going to be total anarchy out here in the streets of America, pursuing the 2nd Ezra, man, the 15th chapter. We're going to need faith in that day, of the time of Jacob's trouble. Revelation 12:12. The devils come down and you're having great wrath. When Esau bring every arsenal against you, it's gonna be about faith. Just you having a fringe and a border of blue is not gonna keep Esau from blowing your head off your shoulders. You're gonna need faith that the Lord gonna put his hand on you and protect you against what Esau is about to bring on you. Esau got torture chambers set up. Hey, that's way more advanced than any torture chamber they had. They've learned how to refine them and make them better. And they got them waiting for you Israelites, man. They're waiting for you Israelites, man. You know? So, hey, the elect gonna maintain that needed faith, man, which has already been given. We read Ephesians the 5th chapter. It was foreordained, predestinated, man. You know, that we would be the elect. And we hope that we part of that number. That's why we come out here on these highways and byways, man. We hope that we part of that number, man. This is 1 Peter. Let's go to 1 Peter 1:1. And it says, Peter, an apostle of Yahushua, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. It says strangers, man. You know? The exile, it says in the margin, the exile of the dispersion. Who were the dispersion? That was the Israelites, man. It said the exile of the dispersion. So that lets you know who that's talking about. Well, let's look it up. Let's go to 1 Peter 1 and the strangers. It says the strangers, Greek 39:27. Paripademas. Let me get it.
Strong's G 39:27.
Paripademas. That word strangers. Right? It says one who comes from a foreign country to a city or a land to reside there by the side of the natives, man. So we came into this country and we're residing by the side of the Edomites, man. This is a strange country to us, man. Pilgrim, a stranger. Join with one who sojourns on the earth. So of Christians, anointed, followers of Yahweh, man. It says Hebrews. It didn't say it right there. It says patriarchs. We know who the patriarchs is. It says those strangers are patriarchs. The patriarchs are the Israelites. It says, I'm going to read it. It says, verse 2, elect according to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. It says to the elect, man. Once again, there go that word elect. Eclectos. So we know that means the chosen. It's 1588, eclectos. So that is the chosen. The ones chosen out. The ones, the excellence and the preeminence, man. Those are the Israelites, according to the foreknowledge. What's the foreknowledge? Prognosis. Prognosis is meaning forethought, prearranged, foreknew. Pro meaning before. Gnosis mean Gnosis is meaning what's that word mean? The root. The root from that is pro meaning before. Pro meaning before. Gnosis is meaning to learn, to know, to get to knowledge, to perceive, to become known, to know, to understand, to perceive, to have knowledge, to understand, to become acquainted with. right? To know, to perceive. So it says the elect, according to the foreknowledge of God, according to that foreknowledge, that knowledge that He gave us, the elect, man. Before the foundations, He gave them the knowledge. Then they received the whole knowledge and wisdom. Then that's why every time they come to the planet at a certain time, they wake up and come back to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father and Son. At a certain time, they come back. Hey, bro, and that's the elect, man. That's what it's all about, man. The elect of Israel on this side. You know, our people are going to, when it's all over, it says, Khan, foreknew the same, yo. To know, before. So when Esau his rulership, along with these nations in 2/3, they're going to be a remnant left of Israel. And I'm going to show you that. That's Romans 9, the book of Romans, the 9th chapter. Romans, the 9th chapter. This is Romans 9:27. It says, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So it's saying that the Israelites are, the number of them is like the sand of the sea. You can't count the sand of the sea.